Today we're going to be going over the best exponential moving average settings for day trading, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how to find which settings work best for you in your trading situation. Let's get to it. As always, I'm going to have chapters down below in case you guys want to skip around and only look for certain settings, but what exactly is an EMA? The EMA stands for an exponential moving average. It's going to be a line that tracks where the price has been, but it weighs the most recent price action heavier than the older price. Think of it as a GPS recalculating in real time. It doesn't really care where you were 3 hours ago, only where you are right now. Unlike the simple moving averages, which treats every candle equally, the EMA is going to react a little bit faster because of that extra weight being added on for the most recent candles. Now, for day trading, speed matters, and that's why we're going to be using the EMA over everything else. When the price is above the EMA, you have a bullish pressure, and when the price is below the EMA, you guys are going to be looking at a bearish pressure. And when price bounces off of that EMA, that line is acting as a dynamic support or resistance. That's going to be the foundation. Now let's get into the settings. Now for the 1 minute chart, scalping is going to be your best friend here. On the 1 minute chart, the market moves extremely fast and is very, very noisy. So you guys are going to need something tight and reactive. You're going to have three options here. Option A is the 5 EMA and the 9 EMA. That is extremely fast, ultra fast right there. Great for catching a quick momentum burst. Option B for you guys is going to be the 7 EMA and the 14 EMA. Slightly smoother with fewer false signals, but it's not going to give you as many signals as well. Lastly here, you're going to have option C, which is the 9 EMA and the 21 EMA. That is going to be your most popular combo with a little bit more filter on your entries. All three of them are going to work. The difference is how aggressive you want to be with your signals. This is a 1 minute chart. You have a lot of opportunities here. Faster settings are going to give you more signals but more noise. Slower settings give you fewer signals but cleaner entries, so they're going to work more reliably. I'm going to show you guys how to figure out which one fits your needs in just a minute. Next up, we have the 5 minute chart, and this is going to be for you standard day traders. The 5 minute chart is a sweet spot for most day traders. What you're going to have here is a few different options just like before. For the 5 minute chart, option A is going to be the 9 EMA and the 21 EMA. That is your basic default standard settings right there. It's going to be fast and clean, great for momentum entries, and you guys know how I love momentum. I love momentum. Option B is going to be a little bit different. We're going to be adding in another EMA here. So we're going to have the 9 EMA, the 21 EMA, and the 50 EMA here. This is going to add a little bit of a trend filter so you're not trading against the larger move. That way you guys only buy when those crossovers are occurring with the overall move being bullish. Think of the 50 EMA here as your permission line, if you will. When the price is above it, you can take a long. When the price is below it, you can only look to short. When all three EMAs are stacked in order, the trend is healthy and confirmed, and that's where you guys want to be most aggressive with your entries. If everything is pointing up, you are in very, very good shape. Following the 5 minute chart here, next we have the 15 minute chart, and this is where you have clear momentum trading. On the 15 minute chart, there's going to be less noise and a lot more structure here. You're not going to be scalping here. You're just going to be riding a move for around 30 to 90 minutes. And these options are going to be a little bit more fun, I would say, overall as well. So option A, you have the same one as before, 21 EMA and a 50 EMA. This is the most popular combo across all of trading. Everybody likes it. If you guys have watched any YouTube video online, these are going to be the default settings you guys are looking for. However, we also have option B here, which is the 20 EMA and the 50 EMA. A slight difference there, nearly identical. Some traders just prefer that round number because it can give you just a little bit of an earlier signal, which can be very good, especially when you're trading a very noisy market. Whether you guys use the 20 or the 21, the faster line is going to be your dynamic support level here, and the 50 is going to be your bailout line. So if the trend starts to weaken or starts to fall down below that one, it's time to exit the trade. That trend is going to be your best friend. So if it breaks down below both, that's where you guys have to call it quits on that trade. Now, here's one of my personal favorites, the 1 hour chart. This is specifically meant for cryptocurrency because on the 1 hour chart, you only have so many days with the stock market here. But with cryptocurrency, you can use the hour chart all day, all night long, all week long, and it's a fantastic thing to do. So what you're getting here is a full session bias. You're going to have a clear idea of where everything is going. Of course, this isn't going to be scalping or even it's towards the end of day trading here, but this is where you guys are going to get a little bit more of the macro environment when it comes to day trading. So option A here is going to be the 50 EMA and the 200 EMA. This is going to be the institutional standard that the big money is watching for. So you're getting away from the rapid day trading and you're getting into a little bit more of where the large money, smart money is playing around with, and the trades are going to be longer. But again, you're only going to be holding these for about 5 to 6 hours at most nowadays, especially with all the volatility we're seeing. So a faster read is going to be very helpful for you guys, especially if you guys are going with option B, which is going to be the 20 EMA and the 50 EMA, not the 200, but the 20 and the 50. Much faster here. Better for active day traders that want to trade a lot more over maybe a 2 to 3 hour period of time. You want to catch that easy move, get out, be happy with it. If you want to trade with the 50 and the 200, you guys can go up to around 24 hours, but it just works out that you're probably going to be holding a max of 10 to 15 hours if you guys feel like you want to give it a shot. However, guys, when that price is above the 200 EMA, that means you guys are in a macro bullish structure. That's where you guys want to do a lot of longs during that time. And if you have that 200 EMA on the 1 hour chart and you see that you're in a very strong bullish trend, well, you could flip down to the scalping chart on the 1 minute or the 5 minute, and you can only do day trades there as well, which will make it even more powerful when everything is kind of clumped together as you will, and you have a stacked bias on your side. The key to understanding this though is what you're seeing from that 200 EMA is basically context. You're going to use it to kind of frame the entire day, and you're not going to really be using it to pull a trigger very, very quickly, but you can see back up. Oh, the trend is going up on the 200 EMA. This means that today I'm going to be doing day trades that are going to be going long on this particular chart right here. Now, I want to make something very, very clear. The EMA by itself is not a strategy, especially if you guys are only using one of them. It's just a line. The real power is the relationship between your EMAs when they combine with each other, whether it's 2 or 3, okay? When the fast EMA is above the slow EMA, that uptrend is going to be confirmed. When the fast EMA crosses below that slow EMA, that's your trend shift warning. If you guys stack them in the right order, like I was saying, you're not guessing anymore, you're reading the structure, and that's the market telling you what to do. Your EMAs just translate it so you guys can understand it in your own brains, because I know looking at charts can be very confusing, but if you have 2 lines saying, hey, we're in a bullish move, or boom, we're in a bearish move, it can help you guys out a lot, especially when it comes to timing your entries and timing your exits. Something extremely important here, you guys have to understand how to backtest your settings. Because again, none of these settings is going to be 100% correct. And I gave you options. That way you guys can see what options work with your particular strategies. If you guys have to trade a certain stock, you have to try all 3, A, B, or C of some of those settings I gave you to see which one is going to give you the best buy and sell signals. If you have option B from the 5-minute chart, it may work very, very well for Microsoft, but it may be very horrible with something like an ExxonMobil, which is more of an oil price related stock, which may be much different than trading Ethereum if you guys are trading with high leverage, okay? It's very important that you guys take a minute to backtest here, and what I want you guys to do is go to the past 30 or 60 days in trading. Let's just say 60 so you guys have more data, and then I want you guys to drop in one of the combinations. Whether you guys are doing Microsoft, Nvidia, Forex pairs, cryptocurrencies, whatever, drop it on there and see how reliable it is helping you guys making some good trades. If it works out very well, keep it. If it doesn't work out very well, swipe it out for something else. And even if it does work pretty well, swipe it out just to see if something else is going to do even better, because you never know. And that's why backtesting is so important. You're going to act like you're trading and you don't know what's going to happen next. What's the layout? What are you looking at here? Is it a buy? Oh, I bought. Did I hit the Fibonacci extension level for the exit points? All of that good stuff. It's very important that you guys understand that you have to backtest this to find out the best strategies for your particular trading style and your particular trading asset. So now you guys have the most proven exponential moving average settings across every major day trading time frame, and more importantly, you guys know how to test them so you can find out what actually works for you and your trading style. Don't just copy and paste, put in the work, backtest it, and make it yours. If this helped you, please make sure to rewatch this video again, because I know there's going to be little nuggets that you guys might have forgot. Appreciate you guys a lot. Give the video a like and a hype if you guys get a chance. I will read every one of you guys' comments, so please make sure to leave me some advice or tell me what you guys want to learn next. I'm always here to make some good videos. Hey everyone, today's sponsor is WEEX, a global crypto trading exchange where you can trade hundreds of cryptocurrencies, use futures and spot markets, and even copy expert traders, all from one secure platform. If you want to check it out, the link is in the description below. Thanks.